What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo, and I am coming at you today with a slasher tag video. I was tagged in by Play It Now, who's a good buddy of mine, and all I'm going to do is run through some questions that they sent me and give you the answers. So let's just get started, and at the end I'm going to tag in a couple people as well. So first question, my favorite standalone horror slasher film. This may come as a shock to some people, but my favorite standalone slasher is a movie called Dr. Giggles. Came out back in the late 80s or early 90s. I can't remember exactly when it came out. And it's not a great film, but it is one of my favorites. It's one of my older horror movies from when I was a kid. I love it a lot. And I think the main character is just absolutely awesome and incredibly frightening. Okay, number 2, favorite final girl. This is a tough one because Play It Now actually took the same girl that I'm going to use, and I thought about doing somebody else because of that. So I do have a runner-up for this, and I hope it's not cheating. I'm going to mention my runner-up, and my runner-up is Nancy Thompson from A Nightmare on Elm Street. But my favorite final girl of all time is from my favorite horror movie of all time, and that is Laurie Strode. You can't beat her. Laurie wasn't just a final girl, she was a heroine. She was a fighter. She was scared shitless, but she was still a fighter. She still tried to fight back, and which she continued to do over 3 movies. Well, 4 if you count Resurrection. Anyways, my favorite slasher mask. That is the third question. My favorite slasher mask is actually Michael Myers' mask from Halloween 6. In fact, little side note, they just posted the mask for the new Halloween film, and it looks amazing. It looks like the Shatner mask from the original, just aged about 40 years, and it looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it. But Halloween 6 is still my favorite slasher mask. I absolutely love that mask. I think it is a great look, and it's one of the scariest ones in my opinion. The next question is my favorite horror setting. And I'm going to go ahead and pick asylums. I really like mental asylums. I thought they did a really good job with them in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Freddy vs. Jason, and most recently in Cult of Chucky. I thought the look of that asylum was absolutely brilliant. All the stark, sterile white against what was going on just made the blood and everything just pop so much more. It was absolutely brilliant. Oh, favorite kill of all time in any slasher film? That is definitely a tough one, but I'm going to go with my favorite since childhood, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. The marionette scene where Freddy changes himself into a claymation marionette looking thing, and then he grows out of that and into his normal form, and he slices open, I think the guy's name is Paul, I can't remember, but he slices him open down his arms, down his legs, and pulls him out by his tendons and walks him like a marionette through the hallways, and then he cuts him and the guy falls to his death, and I absolutely love that scene. It is my favorite kill of all time, I think, and it's my absolute favorite. The worst slasher film ever made. Okay. Well, once again, I am actually going to go back to the Halloween series, but it's probably not the one everybody thinks I'm going to name. My worst slasher ever made is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Once again, Rob, I want to say I like most of your movies. Well, I like a few of your movies. But with this one, you really just said fuck you to everybody, didn't you? And I know you were doing it on purpose. Don't tell me you weren't. Don't tell me you are trying to pay some sort of homage, because that's crap. I'm sorry, but H2 is the worst piece of dog shit ever made. My personal hell, if I ever got sent to hell, would probably be having to watch that movie over and over and over again. So, there you go. And the last question is my favorite nude scene in a slasher film. And I'm going to go with Gib in the shower from Freddy vs. Jason. She just got done having sex with her boyfriend Trey. Jason just is killing Trey, and she's in the shower. And that's my favorite nude scene. That is it, guys. So I'm going to tag in a couple people now too. I don't know if they've done this yet or not. And if you don't want to, or you haven't gotten around to it, or you don't have time, don't feel obligated to do it. It's not a big deal. I'm going to tag in Lee McCoy from Drumdums, and I'm going to tag in Cody Leach from his channel, Cody Leach. And I hope they do it, because I really like to hear their answers to these questions. Anyways, talk to you later, guys. Peace.